So, today is the first day we're brewing outside. They're promising that it might go over 25 degrees, which I'm a bit skeptical about. But let's see how it goes. And we're now taking Brewdog's recipe number 1. It's Punk IPA. It's their first, but I'm gonna give it a twist. I have ginger that I'm gonna peel, and which I'm gonna put into the. Basically, I think I'm gonna put a lot of it in the final bits of the boil, and put the pulp and some of the juice, boil the juice, and then add it later on into the fermentation tank, just at the end. I don't know how the juice is going to come about, but we'll see in a minute. Now we're heating up the water to start the mash, and I have only one. I've got only one type of grain, extra pale ale, that I'm using for this brew. A lot of different hops, ginger, and we'll talk about those later. So one of the things that goes into the beer is fresh ginger. Haven't done this without peeling it before, but I've been told the almighty interweb has instructed me to take a spoon and just scrape the stuff off it, which I will now do. It seems to work quite alright. So I had a look at Dr. Hans, or whatever his name is. He's a guy from Sweden, and what his videos indicate that you get more sugar conversion if you prolong the mash time at a slightly lower temperature. So now I've set the brew monk to 63 degrees, and I'm gonna mash for 90 minutes. So let's get the grains in. Mix it to avoid any dough balls. So that's all the grain in. Take the grain stopper off, put the top plate in, put the circulation pump in, like that, then switch the pump on. That's it, mashing for 90 minutes. So now, I've scraped most of the skin off. Ginger, I'm just going to make them slightly smaller. Use my trusted masticating juicer. Just as beer doesn't like air in it when it has fermented, juice doesn't like air in it when it's being extracted from fruit. So I haven't, well, this is a try. I got an idea that this would be a good way of adding ginger. I'm getting decent amount of juice out of these things. See the pop coming out? That I'll add into the hop socks to extract even more flavour out of it. Sun's coming out, so now we've got 3 hop socks that we need to build. First sock will have Aftanum in it for bittering. And I think I'm actually gonna go a bit funny with the hops this time, because none of the beers that we've made, they've been violently hoppy. So now I'm just gonna toss in 50 grams of Aftanum, and then it's Chinook. I put 20 of Chinook. In the middle, we're going 20 grams of Crystal. Actually, now we're going with 30 grams. I've got too much of these hops and I want to use them all. So 30 grams of Crystal, 30 grams of Chinook, No, right on the money. So it's now 30 grams of crystal and 30 grams of Chinook. These go in the middle. And then the last sock is going to be all of the pulp. So that's all of the ginger pulp. That's 52 grams. Then rest of the afternoon. Afternoon has gone in. Chinook has gone in. Finally, the crystal goes in. And then the final two are motueka. And these are flavouring hops. That's it. Hop socks done. So that's the mashing done. I did it for 90 minutes at 63 degrees. So we'll switch off the pump, remove the lid. So let's see if we can get this out of here. That's it, sparging. I'll use maybe 4. I'll check how much liquid I've got. Use 4 litres to sparge. So this is the final batch of the 4 litre sparge, and just get the last sugars out of the grain. So now it's up to a boil. Time to keep the foam down, and it's the first hop additions. And then I'll set a timer and add the next hops in about 25 minutes. That says 20 minutes into a 60-minute boil. I'll add the next, or the second hop addition. So now I've measured out 5 grams of Irish moss. This is the first time we've been using it. My father keeps complaining that his beer is cloudy. So we're doing Irish moss during the boil and gelatin in the fermentation. Taking a little bit of wort and soaking it. And at the same time I'm disinfecting the tap, because there was a suspicion that we might have spoiled one of our beers because that might have been infected, but we don't know. So now it's had boiling water going through. I'll squirt some Star San up it to make sure that it's up to par. So the next operations need to take place. First of all, there's the ginger pulp and a massive amount of hops going in. Then it's 600 milliliters of ginger juice, straight from the plant, nothing to it. I decided, I was thinking of freezing this and then adding it to the fermentation bucket, but now I decided that I'll chuck it in there. I'll actually have a taste. I'll add half of it now, and if if it's too strong the taste, then I'll maybe add it later on. You can definitely taste the ginger in it, but it's not too violent. I'll add the rest. I'll let it boil for a minute, and then it's disinfected, and then I'm gonna start cooling. That's it, I'm going to start the cooling. So that's it, the wort has cooled down, and then I'll take the chiller out. Now we'll just move it to the fermentation bucket. At the same time we have our starter, and we'll have a good taste. Does it have any funny off flavours in it? It seems like beer. So, in it goes. Never have I had this much junk in the wort, but when I measured it, it was 158. Sorry, 1058. So, maybe we'll get there.